Good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Chelsea's up, Chelsea's upcoming, but that's not the story I want us to begin with. I want us to begin with Thomas Tuchel, because after PSG sacking him, rumors are circulating that he could be the right man for Arsenal, for the Arsenal job. That's where I want us to begin. Pochettino is looking, very set to go for PSG, so I think he's out of our, deal right now. What do you think about Thomas Tuchel, guys? What do you think about Thomas Tuchel?
Yeah. What I would say on Thomas Tuchel is this guy has played 127 games with Paris Saint-Germain since 2018. He has won 95 of those games, drew 13, lost 19 since 2008 until today he got sacked, right? This is over 74% winning rate this guy has got. I'm not sure whether because he's playing in the French league, I'm not sure. But apart from Klopp and Pep Guardiola, which other manager in the Premier League has got over 74% winning rate? I can't really say point a finger on any Premier League manager that's got that amount of winning rate, if you understand what I mean. Before he left Borussia Dortmund to go to PSG, this guy has won. Actually, in PSG, this guy won quadruple at PSG. You understand what I mean? So he must know what he's doing. He must know how to get the best out of players for him to have that statistics. So
But if you look at the squads he's been dealing with at PSG, these are very quality squads. And right now, it looks like any manager that comes at Arsenal, you're gonna be stuck with a rubbish squad at least for the next 1 year or 2 years. Do you think he has that potential to milk good performances out of?
but I think he won Bundesliga as well when he was at the Borussia Dortmund.
Now,
I'm not 100% sure. I think he won
it. They didn't win the Bundesliga.
Okay.
Yeah, but
he has done well.
DFL Cup he won at Dortmund.
Yeah, DFB Cup. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would like you're correct. You're right, because he's got a way better player in at PSG than the players in Arsenal right now. So I'm sure if Arsenal wants him, he will tell them that, look, if you want me to come into this job, this is a player, this is a player I want, and this is the amount of money that I would want you to pay me. Then you have to promise me that any player that I want, then you guys have to bring that player in. If you understand what I mean, because it's not going to come to Arsenal and start losing his reputation, if you understand. So, but at the moment, the Arsenal board still saying they're backing Atata in January. So I don't see that happening.
Nathan, you're the first person to say Chuk is average. I do agree with you, but I mean, if you were backing Pochettino for our job, Pochettino isn't the winner. He has not won anything. Just like, I mean, Chuk is a winner. I mean, he has won some things in his career. Why did you just kick him out?
Obviously, he's clear of Arteta as a manager. He's a way better manager than Arteta. But for me, listen, he's a good manager. He's not a world-class manager, in my opinion. I mean, if you asked me a couple of years ago when he was at Dortmund, when he took over from Klopp, I was like, yeah, I want him 100% because he has the Gegen press. I like the way he plays football. But he went to PSG, and I'm thinking they're just going to win everything. And not to be like harsh or anything, but I feel like he's underachieved at PSG. I know they've been to Champions League final, but I just look at him and I just say, yeah, PSG's team isn't the greatest team, but if you look at the players they have up front, I'm sorry, you have to be winning something other than the French league. I mean, listen, he's a good manager, man. But if it gets to a point where there's no other managers available, then I'll take him. Yeah. But for me, I just feel like he's an average man. I feel like there's something about him that just it just seems like I feel like it's not him doing like when PSG win a game. Yeah, I feel like it's not really him. Like it's not. I feel like it's not a tactical master because I feel like it's individual brilliance.
Yeah.
It seems like he just has good plays. It seems like he's just like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, where the players just do whatever they want. And I look at him like Mbappe doesn't respect him. Neymar doesn't respect him. Like you can clearly see, like the way they even talk to him, like when they get subbed off, they're having to go at Tuchel. Like I feel like, listen, he's a good manager, yeah, but I just feel like he should be doing more at PSG. Like, and I feel like he didn't really get sacked because of the results because they are still winning. But I feel like PSG hierarchy, like they don't really believe in him, and I feel like if you bring him to Arsenal, yeah, we would improve, but they see that manager to help us win the league, to help us kick on and do big things. No. I don't think he is, man.
You remember when Neymar having an issue with PSG, then when all the fans turn on Neymar. I like the way this guy actually handled the situation. He didn't throw Neymar under the bus, and he doesn't throw him out of the team. He dealt with the issue well, and gradually he brought Neymar back into the team. If you understand what I mean. So it's not like Atata that just like kind of frozen out Ozil completely because of this China issues.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Like I say, he's a good coach. He's a very good coach. But I just feel like coming to a club like Arsenal, yeah, he doesn't seem like one of those managers that can take Gabriel Martinelli and turn him into a human son, like Pochettino or Klopp or something. See, like I like managers that can really develop players. Like, I mean, Thomas Tuchel has developed some decent players, but for me, he doesn't seem like that type of manager that's gonna turn someone into a really really good player. I feel like he needs good players because, like,
So what you're saying, he prefer Thomas Tuchel, he prefer to work with a ready-made player. Is that what you're saying? Like he doesn't, it's not ready to kind of throw the young kids in it.
yeah,
In the game.
I don't see him as a manager that's gonna all of a sudden come in, shake up the dressing room, and then have us fighting for the league. I don't think he's that manager.
Well, but I mean, I'm just looking at his statistics, which to me, it's, if I think he will do a better job than what we have right now.
Yeah, of course, I can do a better job than Arteta. I mean, it's not that hard.
No,
Nathan.
the thing is like he improves the youngsters because like I remember like when he was at Borussia, like I think in the Champions League matches, like he used to play 8 players which are under 24, players. Yeah, and he used to play like I remember the squad like he played 5 to 6 players under 20 who are under 24 in the Champions League match. I don't know against whom I forgot, but he played them and he gives youngsters a lot of chance. He improves the youngsters too. That's how Pulisic, maybe Aubameyang, like who all improved under him in Dortmund. And one more thing is like I think Aubameyang and Kim had some issues in which he left Dortmund and came join Arsenal. I think they both had some kind of an issue. I think I'm not sure about that. But I remember like there were some issues with it.
For me, yeah, with
Yeah.
with Tuchel, I think if he went to another team, then I think my look on it would have been different. But because he went to PSG, it's kind of been got me looking at it like, is this guy really a world-class manager? Is he gonna do things at another team where he's been at a team that's given him, the best forwards, an unlimited budget, and I don't know. Just like the other guy said, like he kind of underperformed. But now I'm just thinking, any manager that's coming from PSG, I don't want, because it did happen with Unai Emery. He did win, he did win a lot of trophies there and so on, but he didn't win the trophy that mattered to make a statement. So any PSG manager is a no-go for me. That's it. That's my what do you call it? That's my theory. No PSG manager right now.
No PSG manager right now. Nathan, is too clear of Pochettino, or is Pochettino too clear of Thomas Tuchel?
I think Pochettino is a better manager, and I feel like Pochettino right now, he's screaming for a job. Like you don't just go on Sky Sports News all of a sudden and say, "Yo, I don't want to get back into manager." He wants to get back into manager, and like for me, he's the perfect guy to bring in our Arsenal, because if you want a proper process, what you get in it, is a manager who can improve players. You just don't take a player from League Two and then turn him into one of the best young English players. I mean, unfortunately, well, not really unfortunately, Dele Alli isn't really that good anymore. But who gave him the confidence to say, oh, you know what, I'm playing for Spurs, I'm one of the best players in the league? Who made Human Son world class? Who made Harry Kane class? I mean, he's done all of that. Yeah, and this is what I say. Pochettino, is a perfect rebuild manager. Perfect rebuild manager. Look at what he done to Tottenham. Yeah, Tottenham were just Leicester City. Maybe they'll get in Europe one year. Maybe they finish 10th one year. Now look at them. They want to win something. Like, he's given that club a belief, and now the fans actually think that they're a big club. And look at that stadium that they got, that brand new £1 billion stadium. Yeah, if it wasn't for Pochettino, that stadium would not be there, because he gave that football club belief to say, you know what, we want to compete with Liverpool, we want to compete with Arsenal. Yeah, he did that. Pochettino did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these guys, you spent 5 years with Tottenham. You only get to one Champions League final in 5 years. But why, if he's doing a good job, boy, I know what you say, that he gave that club belief. Then, Tottenham should have still kept him and see whether he's going to achieve something this season before they gave the job to Mourinho. So he's been there for a long time, 5 years, one Champions League final.
I think people.
I think the difference here at Tottenham, the first years, the first spell at Tottenham, he didn't come in as a winner. And I also don't think Tottenham sacked him because he didn't win anything. I think they sacked him because of his poor run in the league. I think that's the reason that's why they sacked him, and they replaced him.
But the players threw him on the bus.
Yeah, the players threw him under the bus.
Yeah, he lost the dressing room.
Yeah, he lost the dressing room. So I think if he continued to deliver, keep them in top four, probably because he's the manager that made Tottenham that kind of team that is used to top four right now. They feel bad when they don't qualify in top four. When they had the Red Naps, that, because Red Nap was there for a long time. They were not caring about that. They never cared of finishing above us. They never cared for things.
I was on another podcast and I got into a bit of a back and forth with another Arsenal fan. Typical Arsenal fan, by the way. And he was like, "Oh, you want a Tottenham man in charge? Blah blah blah." Bro, you do remember he got sacked, by the way. So he doesn't owe Tottenham anything. If a club sacks you, that means they're telling you, you know what, you're shit. We don't want you anymore. He doesn't owe Tottenham anything. So people sit here and have the childish beliefs like they're 5-year-olds, saying, "Oh, he's from Spurs. Oh, like, shut up, man. I can't stand some of these fans, man. Like, bro, if he's a good manager and you actually see that he can come in and do something and fix the club, why not take him? Why not take him? If somebody said, "Oh, do you want Human Son for free?" I'll be like, "Yeah, I don't care if he plays for Tottenham. Who cares?"
I actually agree with that, because Jose Mourinho he actually said we never manage Tottenham. So he's there now. So he's doing a good job. So,
but you know what? With Pochettino, like, because he said before he came, I didn't no one really took Tottenham serious as they did as soon as he came in. When he came in, I mean, they started, you know, qualifying for Champions League. They've been to one final under him. They even were title contenders at one point. I mean, for a team that was not taken serious and, you know, competing for title contenders, and now they're being in, you know, held in higher regards in conversations and so on. I mean, you got to look at this guy like, okay, if he can do that with Tottenham, what about if he goes to a big club? I think there's a lot of value that he can add there. And the thing I like about Pochettino is the football.
The
champagne football. The champagne football, bro.
The champagne football. And when you think of Arsenal, that's what you think of. You think of football. And I think that's a manager that can bring the identity back of Arsenal Football Club that all the fans around the world love.
The challenge is going to face at Arsenal is, are they going to give you that Eriksen you want? Are they going to give you that Harry Kane? Are they going to give you that Son you want? Are they going to give you that Eric Lamela? Because you remember it was at his, you know, in his spell at Spurs that they started. Actually, Spurs were more like Arsenal. Groom someone, get them up, you know, up the top. Look at Modric, sell him to Real Madrid, sell Bale out, you know, that kind of team. But then they changed. You know, Danny Levy, I don't know what the hell happened. He changed. Instead of, you know, letting out players, now he starts recruiting players as though he's the club that is, you know, that wants to win the league. So is Arsenal really going to give him that quality he wants? Because he really had some, you know, some good players up there. You know,
do you know what?
At Tottenham.
You know what it is, for some, because look at, I mean, for someone, to get Danny Levy, and we all know how he is, the guy is, you know, a guy who watches his pocket a lot. And especially, but if a manager comes in and before it wasn't taken serious, and then Danny Levy's gone into his pocket, that means that Pochettino must have sold him the vision, that he's sold him on that it's got him investing in players, believing that they can do these things. I mean, that's a skill of a manager that you gotta, you know, because maybe he can convince the board when he comes.
Yeah, but what I want to say to that one is if I can remember very well, this guy he actually spent 5 years with Tottenham, and 4 out of those 5 years he spent with Tottenham, the Tottenham team have finished above Arsenal out of 4 of those 5 years, and all the player that he inherits then, they are not as good as what they are now. Actually, Jose Mourinho are actually enjoying this player now because Pochettino actually make them the way they are. If you understand, so it's kind of an easy job for Jose Mourinho to say, okay, I'm just going to bring my own DNA into you. You guys are good players already anyway. This is the way I want you to play. So,
that's true.
well, I would agree. He's done a very good job with Tottenham. So he's just unlucky that he didn't win, because Tottenham don't win nothing anyway. So yes, that's why he hasn't won anything with Tottenham. I'm sure if he goes to Arsenal, you know, with those young players, they will definitely buy into his idea and just he would probably get out of them.
Guys, imagine if you give Pochettino Martinelli, the things you do with Martinelli, you know, oh my goodness,
It's gonna make him another son.
He's gonna make him another son, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my,
it's gonna be mad.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And they speak the same language as well.
Yeah.
No, actually,
you know,
I was looking at. Wasn't he?
I was looking at.
Martinelli's Brazilian. Sorry, go.
Yeah, but Pochettino, is from Argentina, so like in his interviews, he said that he looks up to people like Bielsa. Now, if you look up to Bielsa, man, that means you got a good football education, because Bielsa, is probably one of the most influential coaches in football history. 100%. Yeah, people say, oh, Bielsa hasn't won anything. Oh, shut up, man. he's literally made football what it is today. You see all that pressing, the high press, the counter press, the gegen press. Man came up with all of that stuff, bro. Like he did that.
Like the thing is like, yeah, tell.
You know?
Oh,
Still
okay.
still talking about exchange. Should we start? There is this. I saw this crazy story in the morning that Tottenham interested in Ozil. So I kept on laughing and I put it in this show, guys. I know it can't happen. I don't see Tottenham go for Ozil. It's an impossible one. But do you think it would make them title contenders? Do you think it would make them big title contenders?
No. Mourinho would just bin him off in the first 2 games.
Yeah, but if remember, he played for Jose Mourinho at Real Madrid.
Yeah, and Mourinho told also to get in the bin.
My own view on that one is Mourinho is not, because Mourinho knows how Ozil played. Mourinho is not going to kind of ask Ozil to go and to keep running back and go and defend and all that. But it will make probably people like this French guy in the middle, Sissoko, to do the job for him. Yeah. And all he's going to ask Ozil to do, just supply me the passes to Song or Kane and let them put the ball away. That's what he's gonna. He will just stay in the middle, just do your magic in the middle. Let my striker score the goal for me.
Yeah, but Tottenham don't need any more creativity. Like where does Ozil get in that side? I don't understand. Like
that's where the problem is. Even look at the Gareth Bale. He's not even getting into that Tottenham team right now.
If you guys go to my Twitter mentions, maybe around 2016, maybe late 2017, I said a controversial statement, and I said Ozil, if you take him off of set pieces, he gets no assist for you. Yeah, fast forward 3 years later, I'm right. Listen, Ozil back in the day, he used to be one of my favorite players. I still have a shirt, by the way. He used to be one of my favorite players, but all of a sudden Giroud left, and then you take him off of set pieces, the assists start to dry up. Listen, this guy, he was a world-class player at one point. This guy has to be the most overrated footballers I've ever seen in my life. Listen, I'm not having a go at Arsenal fans here, but see, this guy's been finished for about almost 4 years on what we're going on now. Yeah, listen, if you watch this guy, he just looks like he doesn't love football anymore. I don't know what's going on with him. It just looks like he don't love it anymore. Listen, the nail in the coffin for me. I mean, I was already done with him at this point, but the thing that really hit me, is the Europa League final. Just walking off, looking all sad, but he dropped a stinker in that game. Listen, Ozil is not the player he once was. His vision is just is finished. I don't even know what you put pace in front of him. People say, "Oh, you have to put pace in front of him." Pace in front of him. Balogun, has more goal involvements in a year under Arteta, and Balogun hasn't even played. I think he's only played like a full game of minutes, and he has 1 goal. He has 2 assists, and he has 1 goal and he has 2 goals and 1 assist, and that's more than Ozil has done in a year. So
but all of this started showing when Alexis Sanchez left for Man United.
Exactly.
Because him and Alexis Sanchez, Alexis Sanchez do the running for Ozil. He picks up the ball, pass it to Ozil, he pass it back to him. But when Alexis left, because the work rate on Alexis Sanchez, right? So when he left, it's kind of everything about Ozil just kind of nobody's kind of doing the running work rate for him, doing the pressing for him at the top anymore. So
even before he left, even before Alexis left,
Ozil has the number 1 fan here. Ozil has the number 1 fan here. Zoom, is your man finished?
He is finished. He is surely finished. The man was finished in 2016 when Alexis left.
Yeah.
When Alexis left, that was the
Alexis left in 2018.
Since then, I haven't seen.
It's like more like Wenger left. When Wenger and Sanchez left, I think it was the end of him.
Bro, also was finished when Giroud left.
Yeah, because
but you gotta credit him though, man. He was providing for players like Giroud.
And
Welbeck.
by the way, Olivier Giroud wasted so many Ozil chances, so many.
No. Giroud, yeah. And that time, yeah, where Giroud went like 16 games without scoring a goal, he actually created more chances than Ozil in those 16 games.
Yeah, I know, but whenever Giroud could score, he could miss.
But
Twice.
Christensen is better than Ozil.
Christian.
Yeah, not Christensen. I'm Christian Eriksen. That's what I mean. It's better than Ozil. David Silva is better than Ozil.
I was in. Yeah. I agree. But I
David
really
Silva is one of the best midfielders I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. I read
Because he plays for City, people don't rate him. Listen,
Yeah.
that guy's
That was one of my favorites, but Ericsson, no better passer than there's no better passer than Ozil, I think, in my opinion.
this De Bruyne. De Bruyne's a better passer than him.
Nah, but he's had I can't remember the stat. But I think in Ozil's prime, De Bruyne has got reached or something like that. There's a stat out there. I can't remember. Help me out, people. But you got man. Ozil is.
Listen. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, Ozil was a world class player at one point. Yeah, his first couple years at Arsenal. Yeah, he was ridiculous. But then he stopped for some reason. Arsene Wenger took him off for set pieces, and then you realize his assists started to dry up. He was still playing well, trying to create, but listen, he's finished. He's been finished at the top level for about 4 years now. Yeah, it's about time we move on. We need to stop watching highlights on YouTube and start watching him now. People say, "Oh, bring Ozil, and he solved our creative issues." We did it last year. He didn't get us. He only got like 2 assists last season. We did it last season. What did he do? Seriously, we need to move on. Ozil is a finished footballer. He's been finished for years. Like, come on.
Now, again, we are linked with a man in the names of Vinicius Junior, Real Madrid.
Get in the bin. Nowhere near. I don't want him.
He's been
overrated. He's overrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is overrated. I have seen his play. There is no end product. He's basically like another Reece Nelson who has all the dribblings, everything needed. Then there's no end product from him. I would rather take Rodrigo from there. Rodrigo is a quality player and he's a right winger. I would take him right wing because we don't have the quality in the right wing. And we can replace Willian with Rodrigo, but not Vinicius.
How many wingers?
But it's Wingers FC, bro.
We don't need. Always
Wingers
players
FC,
we don't
bro.
need. We need an attacking midfielder, and we're going for a winger with no end product.
Bro, he's a step over merchant, bro.
We need an attacker, and we're going for a goalkeeper.
Let me quickly say something. Yeah, the type of winger we should be going for. I've said this before. Wilfred Zaha. This guy is got end product, and he's if he gets into the box, nobody's touching this guy. Zaha is an Arsenal man. He supports Arsenal. These are the player Arsenal should be getting. And as Zaha will be in that, he will play for that club with everything. You understand? You look in the summer when he was in the club with his friend, you can see the light, and there's Zaha to Arsenal. Don't tell me he doesn't know that he's gonna do that. He's trying to push the move to Arsenal. Then in the summer,
listen. Not Arsene Wenger. Unai Emery wanted him, but instead,
Unai Emery wanted him. Yeah.
And people say, "Oh, Unai Emery left a mess. He left a mess. He didn't get backed."
He didn't get backed. They didn't actually give him what the player he wanted.
Listen,
I only imagine if a manager asks for Wilfred Zaha and you give him Pepe. I mean, how does it make sense?
Listen, Zaha. Yeah, I'm not to be honest with you. Yeah, I always thought he was overrated, but this season, yeah, he's really been good. So if he's on form, yeah, you need to go get him now. And I think Crystal Palace, are going to lower the price. But for me, I just look at Zaha, and I kind of feel bad for him because I won't say he's a top player, but he is better than Crystal Palace level. Yeah, and I understand
That's correct. I agree. I understand. He's way better than Crystal Palace level.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, fact.
I understand he's Crystal Palace through and through, but I'm sure in his mind, I'm sure he's not stupid. I'm sure he wants to leave. I mean, I know they've got some good players around him, like Eze. I don't know, from QPR from last season. He's an absolute baller. I want him at Arsenal, bro. He's 10 times. He's clear. He's clear of Joe Willock. Yeah, you think Joe Willock's good? Listen, this Eze, brother. Yeah, he's cold, bro. He's cold. You see Sabasla? Sabasla, if we don't get Sabasla, we should go for Eze next season, yeah. But listen, Zaha, he's a good player.
Bro, Sabasla has gone to another club anyway.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm saying, like Eze should have been the backup plan. But listen, Crystal Palace, they got some good players, but Zaha, yeah, I think his time is up. I think he really wants to join a bigger club.
Buendia is the man. Emi Buendia is the man.
Yeah, he's a bowler as well.
I've been telling you for months
he's
now.
Cold,
Emi Buendia is the man.
What country is he from?
Emi Buendia, Emiliano.
I think he's from Argentina.
Argentina.
So you know he's saucy, bro.
Yeah, this is, and the thing with this, like what I've realized as well is that the South Americans are proper hard work.
They run through brick walls.
Proper ballers.
They put in. They run through brick walls. They put in that work. Like you could just see. I think we need more of that in the team, because to show these guys that to be that good. I remember what's his name, Alexis Sanchez, when he came to Arsenal. Yeah. The guy didn't like doing interviews. He just wanted to train. That's all he wanted to do.
You see with these South Americans. You see with these South Americans, yeah. The reason why they run through brick walls for you is because most Europeans, they didn't really grow up, struggling. Yeah. If you look at Alexis Sanchez back in Chile, he was probably, not to be ignorant, but he probably didn't grow up in the richest family, so he had to work for everything. Look at Martinelli. This guy literally broke up his whole foot, and he's still trying to slide tackle people until he gets injured. Listen, he came from Ituano in the fourth division of Brazil. He looks at Arsenal as like, you know what? I'm actually gonna try because I'm lucky to be here. You see, some of these European players, they were born with a silver spoon, bro. They couldn't care less. These South Americans, they run through brick walls for you. Run through brick walls. And that's why I'll never, ever disrespect Alexis Sanchez. Yeah. Even though he did leave for the money, one thing he did do is that I know he didn't want to be at Arsenal for probably the last 2 years. But what he did, he's like, you know what? Even though I don't want to be here, I'm still gonna put in performances. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. By the way. Yeah.
That's why I'll never disrespect Alexis, bro. I mean, he's our best footballer, and Alexis Sanchez is our best footballer in the Emirates era. Clear.
Do you know what is for some reason, and the thing I loved about him, he never hid. He always, like, when it was, when we were 0-0 or when we needed to win the game, the guy's still working. The guy's still asserting himself.
The amount of times Alexis Sanchez just grabbed the goal out of thin air. It's like, what the? How did he do that?
Bro.
I mean, people compare him to Hazard, yeah. And listen, Hazard is a baller, yeah. But you see Hazard, yeah. There was times where Hazard had to carry Chelsea, yeah. But Alexis Sanchez had to do it for 5 years. He was at Arsenal. He had to do it for 5 years, carry this football club for 5 years.
I think if Sanchez, I think if Sanchez had a chance to be at Arsenal for the same span like Hazard, both of them, it would be very difficult to distinguish the two players.
In the Emirates ever, him, and in terms of football ability, the Emirates era, Fabregas, who else? Fabregas, Cazorla, those guys here are ballers. Ballers, man. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, if we had those players now, unbelievable, bro. I'm telling you. Santi Cazorla and Alexis Sanchez are two of the best footballers technically in this Emirates era. Yeah. Since 2006, Alexis Sanchez has been the best Arsenal player ever. I don't care. I'll come out saying my chest.
Same. True.
Guys, tomorrow is Christmas. The very good thing is that we are not playing tomorrow, so we cannot get our Christmas ruined. Or it cannot be made better by a Chelsea, or a win over Chelsea. But let's just dive into that game for a few minutes.
Yeah, let's do a combined 11.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Combined 11. Chelsea as the combined 11. Now, I was reading. Was I reading the Metro? I think I was reading the Metro, and they had done a combined 11, and we had two players, Kian and Saka, but they had also put Vanna in that lineup, and I was like, what has Vanna done so special to deserve to start? In a combined 11, Arsenal and Chelsea. I don't see him as one of the players that have really had successful spells at Chelsea so far. But anyway, goalkeepers this season, Mendy has 6 clean sheets. Leno has 3 clean sheets.
I'll say Runnison. Runnison's been class this season, bro.
He's top, man. He's top keeper.
Man deleted his Twitter handle. They were killing him.
Yeah. Arsenal fans, we're probably the muggiest fan base. How are you abusing the guy? He only costs $2 million. I mean, you get what you pay for. You buy cheap, you buy twice.
For me,
Exactly.
you see, Nathan, I did a video about it, and they said the anger we are directing towards this guy is not Carabao Cup anger. It is Premier League anger where he's not to blame.
Because listen.
Yeah.
This is why. Listen, we'll make a wish FC, bro. We give these average players opportunities. Listen, I'm not gonna sit there and abuse Runnison, because I know Runnison is probably not even a championship level goalkeeper. But this is why I say job for the boys FC, because nobody's scouting him. He was a recommendation from the goalkeeping coach who should probably get in the bin after recommending that. Listen, this is who did this deal. Like, I'm not even gonna have a go at Runnison. He shouldn't even be here in the first place.
Yeah,
it's not his fault.
Yeah, that's what I said. And actually, it's
But,
the goal.
the goalkeeper coach recommended the goalkeeper for Arsenal recommend the guy.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I said it jobs for the boys FC.
If you're the goalkeeper coach and you recommend such talent, then you need to leave as well.
Man, you should get in the bin if you recommend that. Bro.
Anyway,
seriously.
Guys, in goal, I think Mendy is going to go in without a big fight. I think he's not protected by very good defense, by the way. Like many people think, I don't rate so much of Chelsea's defense. Like, I would say we are at the same level.
No. Chelsea have a better defense. Thiago, he's been class.
Thiago,
Him and
I think the partners who partners Thiago, if there is anything Chelsea should do, is get a partner for Thiago in January. They are going to be excellent.
Yes.
What I would say to that, the Chelsea defense looks good because they have a very good midfield. Look at Kante in front of those back four. Kante is one of the best midfielders in the league right now, and I would say probably is the smallest as well. And if you see the way he plays, this guy never stopped running through 90 minutes.
Maybe the smallest is the Silva at Everton. That guy called what? Go that rich. No,
which one?
That small guy called Silva.
Silva.
Very, very small. What is
but he doesn't
name?
usually play for Everton. Though,
yeah, he doesn't usually appear, but it's the bowler,
yeah,
man.
but I mean, I'm talking about a player that play consistently.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Conte hasn't been at the same level for about 2 years. I mean, he's still putting in good performances, but it's gone downhill a bit. But
I'm just thinking,
he's a quality.
I'm just thinking, if Arsenal want to be chasing Chelsea players, those are the type of player they should be going for.
Yeah, exactly.
You understand what I mean? We don't want to be.
We only go for the 32-year-olds from Chelsea.
But and again, I see the reason why Chelsea actually asked Thiago Silva to come in because of his experience. He's an old guy. He's not going to be in Chelsea for the probably next 2, 3, 4 years. Lampard brought him in to come and because Lampard has got a very young defense as well. So he brought him in to bring those experience in. The person that should be doing that for Lampard is what's his name? The big hair guy that came to us. What's his name? David Luiz. Is it no? David Luiz is supposed to be that leader at the Chelsea defense, but he doesn't get on with Lampard. Lampard just kick him out. So Lampard went out to go and get someone that got Champions League experience, that have played a lot of games under his belt. I got a young team of defense here. I just want you to bring your experience in and just transfer it across my defense before you
I
actually
think,
retired.
and the
Yeah,
thing
I
with
still
Chelsea,
don't know why
Like
PSG let this guy go. He's still a quality player, trust.
yeah, 100%.
It's quality.
like if they get David Alba, I think that that team is winning the Premier League. If they are getting David Alba next to Silva,
That from Bayern Munich.
yeah.
Yeah, I love. Yeah.
That would
Like
be
it's a
good.
free contract next summer.
So has Mendy been clearly better than Leno, clear of Leno this season?
Yeah, I reckon if Leno has got the same defense Chelsea has got, it will probably be at the same level. But the reason why I'm rating Leno over Mendy, because Mendy only just came into the Premier League. Leno has been in the Premier League for how many years now? Maybe probably this is his third season.
Again, Mose, if you're setting up a lineup that's gonna play tomorrow, you're going with class, you're going with performance, you're going with.
I will go with Mendy.
Mendy.
I will go with Mendy.
Dinner, Mendy and Leno.
Say that again. Sorry.
Mendy and
Mendy and Leno. Who's the better goalkeeper for you this season?
They have a better defense, man. I'm gonna go with Leno.
Nathan.
Better defense.
Nathan.
I'm not sure whether it's there now.
Okay. Binu, Mendy or Leno?
I would go with Leno because, like, if Chelsea's defense was like Arsenal's defense, like, I think Leno would have got more clean sheet. To be honest.
Okay. So we go for Leno. We have gone Leno. By the way, we are doing a combined 11, so make sure you are, you're not as doing it as Arsenal fans, but as football fans. So we've gone with Leno in goal. Their left back, their Ben Chilwell. We have Kian Tierney. That's another big debate. Who has been the better player there? Dinero, what do you think? Chilwell and Tierney. Tierney has been a very important part of Arsenal this season. Probably one of our best players.
100%. I think ball ability wise, I think I'll go with my man Tierney. I just think he's just he's just more. I don't know. Chilwell, I think he's a player that.
He's overrated.
He's overrated. He doesn't do those players that are just very simple, but he's not like some. If you look at him, you won't be like, "Yo, this guy is crazy." But I think sometimes what happens is in the Premier League, if an English player does really the simple things well, you start to put him on a pedestal, which makes him, stand out more. But I'll go with Tierney, man.
Tierney. Nathan?
Tierney.
Tierney. I'll go with Tierney. I've told you he's already one.
Yeah, I would go with Tierney as well. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Kolasinac. Maybe Kolasinac. Is that a shout?
Beno, do you agree with Tierney?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, Tierney.
Okay. Right back, I don't qualify any Arsenal player there. I've not been satisfied by any performance of our right backs.
We just go with James anyway.
James.
Yeah, Reece James. He's been exceptional. He's been exceptional.
He's quality.
Yeah,
he's quality.
Yeah, like I said the other time, remember Arsenal has got the worst right back in the league. That guy will not get into any Premier League team.
In terms of like defensive numbers and dribble pass, like in terms of right back, he's been dribble past the most in the league. He's so bad. Oh, I can't even believe it. He's so crap.
I think what it is as well is with Bellerin, he relies on his speed a lot. So I think, I'll stick with Rich James is cold. He can cross, can shoot, can pass.
And he can
Yeah,
score
man.
goals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
defend. I mean, that guy's a gem. And look, when did he come into the picture? He came in last year when they didn't have when the transfer ban was on. And look, Lampard gave a young player a chance, and look what's happened.
Yeah, man. In the centre back, I'll go with Gabriel and Thiago Silva. Yeah, Thiago,
The Brazilian connection. The Brazilian connection.
Actually, look, let me tell you guys. To be honest, I didn't think. I thought it was a wrong gamble for Chelsea to go for Thiago. I thought he was never going to work in the Premier League. His age, I thought the age had gone with the pace, and I was like, this is a real mistake. What is Chelsea doing? And on top of that, they sign a young defender in Malangsa, and they loan him out. And I'm like, are you crazy? You know, you should be working on your defense. But I was wrong. I was wrong. Thiago, his class still manifests himself. I think really one of the best defenders in the generation. I'll go with that centre-back partnership. I think Gabriel, what he has done for us, as a new player, you don't doubt any of his qualities. None of us can doubt any of his qualities. Not even the Chelsea fans can compare him to Zuma or this, or any other player that's not Thiago at Chelsea.
I love Gabriel. The only criticism for Gabriel is sometimes his positioning can be suspect. He likes to run. He likes to come out a lot. And sometimes that could be the reason why, we're left like out of position and they can get the goal. But other than that, he's a young player still. But other than that, he does have the ability to be a top defender.
Listen, I rate Gabriel highly, but the only problem I have with him is his hairline. That's it.
Is
So, Dinner, you go with you agree with me the Brazilian connection at centre back?
100%.
Yeah,
At least that the chemistry. I agree. In terms, they're all perfect.
Yeah. But I would also call in for. I mean, I would defend David Luiz. I think he has not played so much this season, but when he has come on, I think he has been quality, man. So different from David Luiz we saw last season.
Who?
David Luiz.
Yeah. Oh, David Luiz.
I don't know what.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you have noticed the difference, but he's improved a lot.
Nah, he has, and especially he's much better when he plays with Gabriel because obviously they speak in Brazilian, they speak Portuguese, and they can talk with each other and stuff. You can see that he's, but his concentration does drop though.
Yeah, but if Gabriel is playing with David Luiz at the back, he will always come out as a man of the match. But if he's playing with Rob Holding, he kind of the way Rob Holding defend kind of go to him as well.
Bro, Rob Holding, listen, Rob Holding, he doesn't defend, he dances, bro.
He does.
He dances.
Aston Villa, my God.
Did you see him do the little dance? Like, my man thought he was in the club, bro. He's loving life. He's like, yo, bro, listen. I like Rob Holding, yeah, but he's not Arsenal level, yeah. I think Chambers is better than him. Chambers is better than him.
Yeah, Chambers is better, yeah.
Now the problems are in the midfield because there we do not command so many numbers. Not even do we command. Can we get
in that midfield? Just put all Chelsea midfield, man, because we don't have any.
Only Partey gets in there.
Only Partey that will probably come in.
I'm saying the new Essien Partey. I'm telling you,
Partey. Who does he play with? Kovacic and Kante.
He play with Kante.
No, there's no creativity. Let's just do a double pivot. Just do a double pivot with Kante and Partey, and then have Kai Havertz at number 10.
But for me, I can't go for Havertz. I can't go for Werner.
Yeah, dry Havertz. Let's put him at number 10. That's
I don't think Havertz deserves to start in any Premier League team this season.
Listen, but based on potential wise, I think out of all the players Chelsea got this season, I think he has the highest ceiling out of all of them. He's a bowler. I know he hasn't been that great this season.
We haven't seen that yet. We haven't seen
the reason why
I haven't seen Havertz that kind of, they're expecting this guy to come in to be next Hazard in Chelsea's team. He hasn't come up with anything spectacular to me, apart from the cup game that he played and he scored a hat-trick.
Yeah, but I feel like if you give him time, I think he's gonna be probably one of the best players in the league in a couple of years' time.
Maybe, I will agree, but this is Chelsea. They won't give you that time at Chelsea.
True.
Yeah, still, I think, for me, I read Pulisic more than I read Havertz, and I love Pulisic more than I love Kai Havertz. Though I love both players, but
Pulisic, a lot of people underrate this guy. This guy is a baller, man. Trust.
He can't stay fit. Though. He can't stay fit.
Yeah, he can't stay fit. That's the problem.
That's the problem. Yeah.
No, but the reason I put Havertz at number 10 is because who's playing on the right? Because I can't. I can't put Ziyech. I can't put Ziyech at number 10 because I want Ziyech to play on the right, and I can't put any of Arsenal's players at number 10.
Yeah, but remember Mason Mount. Mason Mount is good. He can play at number 10.
Yeah, by the way, Mount, before you talk about Havertz, talk about Mount.
Mason Mount is a good player.
Yeah.
The two players that I think have taken their chances at Chelsea is Tammy and Mount. Whenever they have been given chance, they have used it.
That's a good point.
Because nobody expects Mason Mount to be where it is now, because he was so underrated when Chelsea signed him. So now he's one of their. I'll probably say Frank Lampard put his name on the team sheet first before anybody.
Because that's his child. That's his son.
He came from Derby, innit?
He came from Derby, yeah.
And,
but he's a good player, guys. He's a good player. He walks straight into the Arsenal team.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But he does.
But I was gonna say what Dave was gonna say. In terms of, I would have put Havertz in the middle, and then I would have put going right wing. I would have put Ziyech. That guy, man.
Chelsea's best player right now is Ziyech. I think he's great. So we could have signed him. He's an Arsenal fan, you know that, right? Ziyech, he's an Arsenal fan.
Yeah. I go with Ziyech to the right, Pulisic. No, Ziyech to the right. In the middle, I'll go with Mount. To the left, I'll go with Saka because Pulisic has not been playing that much, so there is no way. And Vanna, he hasn't done anything to make me think about him. In the middle, Tammy Abraham.
You're going with Jamie Abraham up top. Jamie Abraham.
That's a plot twist.
I think he has the potential, guys. I think he has the potential to become one.
The B-Tech Origi.
Yeah?
The B-Tech Origi,
But that's a plot twist for me, man.
Nah, I'm joking. I rate Tammy though. I'm joking.
Yeah.
I think Tammy's decent.
Yeah. So we have Saka in there, we have Partey in there, and Tierney and Gabriel.
You know what? I put Giroud. I put Giroud there.
Nah. I can't. The problem
we have to put Giroud as striker.
The problem I have with Olivier Giroud, he always has season in a season. That's my only problem with Olivier
if you want to play, listen, who's going to be the manager, Lampard or Arteta? Because if we're going to have Arteta, who plays Brexit football, we can play Giroud up top.
Yeah, I agree.
Long ball left seat, just bump it up to him.
Left wing,
of course
pass it to the left.
Yeah, there's gonna be a 90% chance we get battered on the weekend. So I came off the phone with Arteta. He told me that. There's a 90% chance we might lose.
Anyway, Okay,
Oh my
for me,
God.
look, I don't see it as a game that we are going to lose. I've seen Chelsea play in the last 3 games. They beat West Ham.
Yeah.
West Ham didn't have a shot on target in that game. So we are more likely not to have a shot on that, on target in the game. But I look at the
Yeah.
game as a game where we can pull a draw, 0-0, something like that on Boxing Day.
No.
Do you know?
Nathan, be positive, Nathan.
Listen, man, I can't be positive, man. I try to. The last time I tried to be positive, we got spanked 4-1 in the final. So listen, I'm not gonna stick my head out again until this club. That Europa League final, I think that killed me off, bro. I can't lie. Listen, we would actually be lucky if they don't score more than 3.
Yeah, I would say I would still stay where I am when when Arsenal wants to play Man City in the cup. I'll be very surprised. It won't be a surprise to me if Arsenal lose, but I'll be very surprised if they beat Chelsea. Chelsea are too good right now. They will be too good for Arsenal.
Listen, if I was Roman Abramovich, I'll call up Lampard and say, if you don't score more than 3, you're sacked.
You said that's right.
The game.
For me, I look at Chelsea as one of the beatable sides this season. Not because they're not good, not because they have they don't have the quality, but I think it's easy to see the way they play, and if you can get the better of them, just like Wolves did, just like it's easy to beat. It's easy to beat if you have a game plan. But the problem with Arsenal, we never have a game plan when we go into games. We approach all games the same way. Bring in cross. Yeah,
like because the thing is like Chelsea haven't beat a top 10 team this season, like in the table. Only West Ham they beat, and and they're facing us but we are in 15. So like I think it's easy for them to beat us. They haven't beat a top 10 team except West Ham.
So I mean, Chelsea. Are you saying Chelsea are going to beat us because we are?
Do you know what?
We are not in top 10.
No, do you know what is with
No, I'm like nobody saying.
Yeah, but it's true. By the way, Chelsea have not beaten any top 10 team this season.
But you know what? Yeah, I think Chelsea's a team that I kind of see, like, even though they're doing really good, I kind of see them the same as kind of like Man United, where like it's a team that you don't really fear. They got the players in that, but I don't fear them as much. I think it's the little teams that I fear more than Chelsea right now.
Yeah,
I think with the big games, we kind of, apart from obviously Man City, kind of do all right. Don't do that bad, but we kind of do all right.
I don't even feel Man City anymore, if I'm being honest. It just is what it
The thing
is.
is like when Arteta came in this job, like he haven't conceded more than 3 goals. But this is the first time like he conceded more than 3 goals. That was against City. So like when it was Unai and Arsene Wenger, we used to concede like 5 to 6 goals. But when Mikel Arteta came in this job, he didn't concede more than 3 goals, except that last match.
Yeah, but you guys said that Chelsea has not beaten any top 10 team this season. Remember, Arteta has been breaking record. That record will be broken on the box.
They did beat the top 10 team.
So we're gonna be the first. We're not even in the top 10 anyway. So
before you think about that, there is this record that we have not lost, Boxing Day games for how long?
That's getting broken. That's getting broken.
So before you think about breaking Chelsea's record,
listen, Mendy will probably score his first goal, bro.
Yeah,
He's
from a goal kick.
Guys, I need to go cut my chicken because it is 2 hours to Christmas. In my country, it's actually 1 hour and 15 minutes to Christmas.
To Christmas, okay.
Guys, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Arteta's gonna ruin Christmas for you, Kosi. The Paella Grinch. Paella Grinch is gonna ruin it.
You should send me Christmas, my Christmas, messages on my mobile money.
I want 3 points for Christmas.
3 points?
3 points, yeah.
Will we get 3 points for Christmas? I don't know. It will be the best.
Probably get 3 goals from Chelsea. That'll be it.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Thanks, people, for coming on, and Merry Christmas. By the way, I don't know if tomorrow I'll stream live, but I'll see if you have anything interesting, then I'll stream live.
Yeah, we just enjoy your Christmas, man. We don't want to talk about Arsenal.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Merry
Christmas,
Christmas,
Merry
guys.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys. Merry
All right,
Christmas.
cheers.
Big up.
Cheers.
All right,
Big up,
awesome.
guys. Big up.
Pick up, guys. Pick up.
Ateta
As
out.
always, as always, don't say Ateta out. As always, come on, you Gunners. Come on, you Gunners.
Yeah, Gunners, yeah. Merry Christmas.
This time I'm not calling the club relegation FC. Come on, you Gunners. Come on, you Gunners. Smash the like button, subscribe. Don't forget ever to turn on your notifications. And we always here at the same time on a daily basis.
Edu out.
Edu out. I mean, over must in,
The
right?
whole club out. Karaoke, everyone out.
Edu out, over must in.
Yeah. Or Edwin Van der Sar.
Edwin van der Sar.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Dennis Bergkamp in.
Isn't
Yeah.
that a Manchester United affair?